What did you think about Wave 4? Like I said, I think it's easily the best quality like wave they've done so far. It really is. But the real question is, how good did they do really? And of course, we're going to solve that with a tier list or two. I have one for the racetracks and one for the soundtracks. God, I love the enthusiasm. Yes! Yes! So let's start off with the very first track. Let's go to Amsterdam! Like Netherlands. We love the Netherlands, don't we, guys? Okay, chat, let's be honest. How many of you guys thought the Netherlands was like the Peter Pan place until we figured out that it's actually like a real country? Who thought it? Me? Yeah? Me? Okay, haha, see? Self-report. I never thought that. I just lied to you guys. You idiots! You absolute idiots! Of course, I always knew that the Netherlands was a lovely, lovely country, and Amsterdam is its capital. But what do we think about the racetrack? I think I mentioned last time when I was talking about the tour tracks that I felt like they were getting a bit too convoluted, and I think Amsterdam does a good job of like selling me with the tour gimmick again, because I didn't find this stage as confusing as like say London Loop or Berlin Byways. It wasn't as much of a nonsensical mesh. I don't know if it's because like if each section had its own distinct like unique kind of area, like this is the windmills, there's the flower fields in like the third lap, so I felt like this one was a nice return to form. At least sold me again on the idea of tour tracks. I quite like this one. I really did. I really quite like this one. Like I like the addition of the underwater portion as well in the second lap. This bit, the underwater bit in the second lap, felt was a good use of the canal, you know, that Amsterdam is of course the most famous for. But so I really liked it. I like this bit where you can also choose to go up. License! When you finally go up and you see all these lovely flower fields, it's quite nice, isn't it? It's actually quite nice. I like it. I think the one thing I don't really like too much, this final turn's a little awkward. Yeah, because like you gotta go slightly left and it's like, so I always end up trying to drift this bit and then I realize, oh, hang on, it's not driftable. And then I have to like straighten out again. I think this person kind of did it there, but I think overall, Amsterdam Drift does a good job. I think it's a solid choice.
In fact, Amsterdam Drift is the first non-base Mario Kart 8 track with an underwater section.
Ooh, finally, they added underwater. I would never have been able to tell you. I think it just about ekes B. There's not something about it like in particular that I find it crazy good, but I think overall I think it pulls me back into the tour style of gameplay. What do you guys think? Let's catch up with the chat. This guy's his driving is amazing, by the way. Amsterdam's the best tour track since Tokyo Blur. Oh, this is Tokyo Blur. Have we got one of the 5 people in chat who really like Tokyo Blur here? Each lap has a unique visual indicator. Lap 1 windmill, lap 2 canal. Yeah, that's what I was mentioning. I think that's probably what helps me out a lot. Tour map by sleep. Ah, Finder, I think you're being a bit too mean. I like how open this track is. The lighting feels more natural than Tokyo Blur's. Nice, nice. It's the worst track in tour. Really? I have no comment on that, so I'll take your word for it. If you guys hover it around here, I would say it's fair, but I'm gonna leave it in B personally. We have Mr. Skywalker has come into my stream with one agenda. Music is garbage. I hate the music. I wish the music was, but all you can hear is oh. The question is it justified? Let's have a listen. I think it's called a jaw harp. You know, that like the doing, like the doing sound effect you can hear in the background. But I really like the instrument. I like it a lot. And then the whole band kicks in. Come on. Give me the oars again. Give it to me. Maybe the one criticism I get is probably a bit on the shorter side. I think it's only 50 seconds long before it loops. But I do like the ending. I think someone mentioned the ending. And it goes, woo. I quite like that. I like this chat. Skywalker, my man, I don't know what kind of agenda you have. I don't know if someone who's from the Netherlands like stole your wallet one day. It's gonna get better, okay? There's a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm gonna slap it in B and call it a day. Arms and music, true. Very Amsterdam-y, true. Feels like it's holding back, but some fun to listen to. Holding back? What makes you say that? I'm curious. Me when I learn something new. Oh. Accordion simping continues, of course. I think it's a solid B. I think B for the racetrack, B for the music. I think we leave it there. But what is next? Riverside Park. Now, I posted a YouTube short of my first impressions of this wave. And there was a gentleman in the comments who said Riverside Park is S. So is it S tier here? Let's have a look, shall we? Firstly, I think it has to be said, the visuals in this track, I think really look fantastic. They did a really good job with this one. The shimmering waterfall, the lovely sunset, the grass textures. Grass in my Mario Kart? Amazing. And of course, the main gimmick that they added in that wasn't in the original, the patouilles, which I didn't know what these guys were called until people started referencing in the Discord. So thank you for telling me the name. I would have just called them walk and piranha plant things. But the patouilles, the fact that they look rather silly walking around. Goofy air walk, I think is the best way to put it. They look rather silly, don't they? I do like the gimmick of like, but some of them will be like kind of like carrying an item, and if you knock them, the item gets dropped down. That is a really interesting gimmick they added to this. I have to give a maximum props for that. But I think with these visuals, I think it really shows you that Wave 4 came to stay, you know? I mean, they're not messing around with this wave, are they? It was really nice. But the question, is it S though? I don't think it's S. There's no way. There's no way I'm putting this here. I think it stays in B. It's a solid choice. I think the regular in GBA is probably just at C. It's just a really basic Mushroom Cup track. But I think the extra patuis and the visuals being as nice as they are, I think it kicks up to a B, I would say. C for silly little goose. B, very strong B, 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 C. Okay, okay. A, maybe high B. Oh, okay. Should have been, I think that's the correct take. It should have been Riverside. The official Nintendo UK called them stalking porn once of the tweet and they deleted it when everyone corrected them and then posted an apology. Bro, Nintendo got harassed by their own fans. Color me shocked. I'm so shocked. I can't believe Nintendo fans would do this. Can I make an apology video, please? I'd love to see a Nintendo apology video for that. At least I got it right. I would never embarrass myself by getting the enemy name wrong. But I think I've stalled long enough. I think the part that everyone really wants to know is the music. What do I think about the music? I'd be remiss if I didn't reference the fact that, you know that sound that plays the... I have no idea what that instrument is, but it's nice that they used the original sound effect from the original GBA version and didn't make a new one. It was very, very nice. I quite like that. I think a lot of people would have enjoyed that the first time they're hearing it. But, ooh, here's when it starts to pick up. Oh, the whole band's starting to come in. That patented Mario Kart 8 brass. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, da, ba, ba. Ba, da. Ba, da, ba, da, ba, da. Ba, 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 ba. It's nice, isn't it? It's tangent time, gamers. My criticism with Shroom Ridge in Mario Kart DS was that the Deluxe version was so much more better than the Shroom Ridge DS music that it just made me want to listen to the 8 Deluxe version so much more. And that's kind of how I feel about Riverside Park. Does this rendition sound amazing? Yes. The thing about Riverside Park is that there's 2 side park tracks. There's Riverside Park, which is in Mushroom Cup, and there's Lakeside Park, which is in Special Cup. Lakeside Park being essentially like a more harder version of Riverside Park. When I say harder, that counts for the music as well. The music goes much harder in Lakeside Park as well. It kind of takes a while before... And then now. It takes a while before it starts up. So when you listen to Lakeside Park, right, which is essentially just a better version, and right off the rip, it just starts right away. It just gets right into it. And there's that flute again. Trumpet guy. Bum, 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 bum. But you get the point, right? Lakeside Park is just like an enhanced remix of Riverside Park, right? It's like a gentleman said, it's the cooler Daniel. So, whereas Shroom Ridge's problem was that listen to the DS version, I'm just like, fuck, I'd rather be listening to the 8 Deluxe version. When I hear this version, which sounds fantastic, by the way, there's still a part of me that's like, I wish this was Lakeside Park instead. Right? I personally don't want to factor that into its rating. I don't want to. But it's a thought that just lives in the back of my head constantly, you know? I can't ignore it. Riverside Park, though, I think it's A. It sounds lovely. It really does sound lovely. Is there a world where Lakeside Park didn't exist and it was just Riverside Park and it could have lived on its own and I could have seen what people would have seen to put it in S tier? Fair. I'm just saying, right? Every time I hear this, I'm just like, you sound lovely, Daniel, right? But the cooler Daniel's like right there. You know, he's like right there. It's just an A all round. I just wanted to go on a little tangent. It was tangent time, you know? Tangent aside, what's next? It is DK Snowboard Cross. Shout out to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for fixing the one main problem with this track that everyone noticed, right? Everyone noticed. The statue of the original version was of Mario, yet this track is called DK's Snowboard Cross. Finally, Mario has been destroyed and Donkey Kong proudly sits in his place. Is that the peak of the track or does it actually get better? Let's watch and find out, shall we? Everyone loves this track, don't they? We love DK. We love DK. We love DK Snowboard Cross, don't we, guys? DK Summit, whatever you call it. It was a classic, right? DK... Oh, hang on. Hold up. Ooh. DK Summit. Better than Mount Wario. Okay, boss guy. To sound like it's someone on Twitter, that's a lot to unpack, okay? Well, we gotta unpack that, but we'll unpack it later, I don't care. But then what's there to really talk about, really? It's the DK Summit you know and love. You got the gap jump in there, which I figured out was a thing, right? So for the other two people who don't know, myself included, this gap right over here, you can jump it entirely. And then there's the second gap jump over here as well. You can jump that as well. Didn't know that. It's fun to do, so if you haven't tried it, be sure to try it. We love DK Snowboard Cross, or DK Summer, however you call it. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. It's amazing. It's DK Snowboard Cross. That's what it is. But the question is, what about the music? Oh, guys, do the thing. Let's all do the thing, all right? We all know the thing, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 moment. They did the 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't believe they did the 1, 2, 3, 4. They didn't forget the 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I love Nintendo so much. Yes, Nintendo. Let me hear it again. Yeah, we love 1, 2, 3, 4. Donut planes take notes. My favorite part. I'll pause you right there. It's not a tangent time. But let's get up the original real quick. There's one thing that this version does that I really like over the original, actually. There's one part where this version wins. So right at the end, when it's about to loop. So that's how the guitar sounds at the end, right? It goes meow. How does the guitar guy do in this version? Ooh, he went hard. He went crazy for like no reason. Where you place this track basically depends on how do you feel about the guitar. Like not the ending bit. The ending bit is really, really good, but the guitar throughout the whole track, really. I think was it Mario in the chat who said it? I think the guitar kind of loses its charm. I think the guitar makes this track just that extra little bit better. If the original and the new one is like that, I think that guitar just slightly edges it for me. That's what I think. Right? To learn from Alpine, yes, they need to shred. Shredding guitars are the best guitars. Was there any doubt? Was there ever any doubt? It's an S on both fronts. I think here comes the most interesting track. This is where it gets interesting. This is where it gets really, really interesting. Yoshi's Island. Oh, I had people fuming in the Musty, your first impression of this was a B. A B, Musty. This is rare. This is obviously the best track in the game. Just like, is it though? Is it though? Let's have a look. So, of course, an homage to, if you couldn't guess, Yoshi's Island. And I really do think they do an excellent job with this homage. They do an excellent, excellent, excellent job with this homage. The Shy Guys on stilts, the chain chomp balls as well. Like, everything about this track just oozes absolute charm that only Nintendo could really offer you, honestly. It's a way better homage than DK Jungle. Absolutely. What were you guys saying earlier? S, a lot. See, look, everyone in the chat earlier was saying S. So, okay, let's backtrack. In Excitebike Arena, one of the things that I really loved is that they were able to incorporate elements of Excitebike in how the track was designed. In that, they referenced the track's level creation to influence the fact that the stage is kind of randomized every time. In Hyrule Circuit, they referenced the fact that Zelda is a puzzle game-heavy sort of franchise. The 3 little points you can hit on the anti-grav section to have the Master Sword in the middle, I think that was a nice little reference to the puzzle game mechanics that Zelda tends to have. And in Yoshi's Island, they did the same thing again. They took something from Yoshi's Island as a series and implemented it as a mechanic. This, I don't know if they're going to hit it here, but of course if you hit that, as you've all seen, there's an extra part of the track that drops below, which I think is a tighter turn. It is faster, yeah. So if you do take that extra path, you get to jump through the flower hoop, which is a reference to the fact that in the end of every level in Yoshi's Island, you have to jump through a flower hoop. The Yoshi sound effect on the coins as well, as Hiroto's noticed. But the question is it clearly an S tier track though? Don't worry, champ. I'm on the right side of history. I was just scaring you. I was just scaring you. This track is phenomenal. This track is absolutely nothing but phenomenal. I was a bit hesitant at first, but yes, this track is phenomenal. Like I said, I think the one thing I look for if they're going to make a homage to a series is if they reference the series mechanics in Mario Kart. And with the question block thing, I think that easily takes it from what could have potentially been an A, shoots up to an S. Is the music going to join it though? That's the question. And then when the whole jazz band just kicks in here, oh man! It's like old-timey, I was thinking that, Jim, it's old-timey cartoon vibes, isn't it? And then I don't know what instrument it is that plays the like there's an extra little melody that's played here. I don't know what instrument that is. I need to know. Is that just plucking strings? I really like that. I quite like it. I like it a lot. It's the classic Yoshi's Island vibe, given with some ragtime, some jazz vibes. But is it S though? Yes, I'm gonna put it in F. Skull emoji tit. Nah, I can't even clickbait. I can't even clickbait this one. I really can't. Bing, ding, 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 ding. Grab your partner and do that ragtime dance, chat. Woo! S tier as well, if you were curious. Yoshi's Island SLX, one of my favorite video game songs, period. It's like, oh god, that must have been fantastic. The goosebumps you felt the first time, eh? Reminds me of a remix from Smash 4. The Smash 4 remix is fantastic as well, honestly. Definitely S, not my favorite in the wave, but S for sure. The fact that you said not my favorite in the wave, but S for sure, isn't that a testament to just how high quality this wave is? The fact that you can put this in S and it's still not your favorite. That's crazy, isn't it? That's really crazy. It's phenomenal. It's fantastic to listen to. I love it. I love it a lot. We had someone who went against the grain here earlier. Design is too simple for me to be any higher than that. I think they jam-pack so many wonderful references and homages, while also being mechanically interesting, where I think it's an S-tier racetrack, it really is. I think if the homage doesn't do it for you, then I can understand, but I'm not even particularly big on Yoshi's Island either, but it does enough for me. Bangkok Rush! Yes! We love Bangkok, don't we, guys? I want to visit there all the time. Bangkok Rush! I'm gonna keep saying Bangkok, and hopefully I won't get demonetized. Yes! What do you think about Bangkok Rush, though? Here's what I feel. I feel like if this track was in, like, Wave 1, this would have been the best tour track in the wave. This would have beaten out Paris Promenade, right? As a big first impression. But when you've got such other quality tracks that you're standing next to, I think Bangkok unfortunately gets overdone, you know? I like the homage to global... What, at the beginning? The homage to global warming? This is the society you and your children are gonna live in. You're gonna have to constantly drive through the waters after waters to get to work. It's gonna be a crazy society, and this is what we're in for. We live in a society. It's really weird that, like, the part that everyone loves about this track is probably the most generic part about this track as a whole. Because all you're doing in this bit is going up a parking garage, which should be incredibly generic. And yet, it's very, very fun to drift around. And then it leads into these, like, you could go on top of, like, bounce across these market stalls. Like, why is the most generic looking part about the track the most fun to try? I just love a good drift, alright? We call that a Bangkok moment. Yes. How many times can I say Bangkok? But yeah, it's okay. It is okay. The parking garage bit, funnily enough, is the most interesting. It's okay. If this track is the worst of the wave so far, I think we've definitely gotten some really high quality tracks. Let's be real here. The tent party. It's interesting that they make the place take place in the sunset. I feel like it kind of limits the colors a bit. Some sunset maps kind of work. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. It kind of works either way. The parking garage bit is epic. No, the Mario Kart track has a spiral like a parking garage, so it's S tier. But I know in the track that could have a spiral. Airship Fortress. You cowards, you won't do it, will you? What is that melody? I've talked about sax guy, I've talked about trumpet guy, but I've never talked about flute guy. The flute again. Of course, you guys heard the slap bass in the background, which means it's obviously Fall Guys, right? Slap bass equals Fall Guys. I'm glad you guys remember the formula. Guys, I feel like I'm getting snake charmed over here. Listen. Damn, being charmed. Whoa, flute guy, here he is. Damn. Jesus, give this man a rest! Yeah, he obviously wanted the race today. He wanted the race today, he really did. But the question is, does he get it? Does he get it? I like it more than Amsterdam, so I'm gonna put it in there. It's good. A bunch of you guys were saying C. Like I'm really upset, mate. You know, well I can't. You know what? I'm gonna be extra mean to your tier list. Hiroto D, really? Oh, I'm so upset. I really like this one. Someone said, hang on, who was it? Yeah, like this is how I feel about it as well. I feel like I'm a robber getting away at Sunset Paradise. I get those vibes as well. Honestly, I thought it was just me, but someone kind of voiced this perfectly. Fruit guy wants to bang. No, denied. All I'm hearing is D in my ears. It's because you went to Bangkok. That's why you're getting a load of D in your ear. Got him good, gamers. Did you destroy? What is next? Mario circuits. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Guys, hang on. Zoom in and enhance. Zoom in and enhance. Guys, over there. Do you see it? Wiggler Wednesday's confirmed. Yeah, so I think it's fair to say when they showed the Way Forward trailer, right? And you saw DS Mario Circuit, what was the first thing you thought? Let's be honest. Why would you do that? Why would you do that to me? Why? You got Airship Fortress sitting right there. Right there, really? I woke my roommate up. True. First thought, epic, really? You're a fan, are you? This looks good, really? Okay. To me, I love the DS music. Okay, fair. First reaction was, yeah, definitely a glare. It was definitely a glare or two. Disappointment. No airship, Dolphino, Luigi. I like this track, really, because I'm an NKDS fan. Oh, so you've worn your shirt, all right? You've shown me your colors. You're just a DS fanboy. Is that what you are, Emerald? Stop critiquing a track, but just because it's not airship. Chaos? You play Smash, right? So you were there when people were saying, this character isn't my Scrimbo Blimbo or my popular JRPG guy. I hate the new character. You have to get used to it when it comes to waves as well. Is it a bit silly? It might be, honestly. It might be just a tad bit silly. I think it's fair to say, basically. A lot of us weren't too impressed. Does the track deliver, though? That's the question. Is it that bad of a track to race on? Goombas on the Wiggler Wednesday, of course. The most interesting part of the track here, which is the fire-spitting piranhas, which I said it in the DS version. I wish there was more of these laid out across the track, because I think this is a gimmick that hasn't been present in any other circuit kind of track, or the spitting piranhas. They kind of invented this whole gimmick and just never used them, you know? I don't think there's a foresty area in the DS version, if I'm not mistaken, so they tried to like mix up, at least make it look somewhat interesting. It does look quite nice, but of course we know the main reason we're here, guys. We know the main reason we're here. We know why we're here, chat. It's Wiggler Wednesday, guys. The Wiggler that was sleeping in the first 2 laps decided to have a bit of a walk. Wiggler Wednesday is confirmed. He is in fact here. We love the Wiggler. It might be a Tuesday, but it is in fact Wiggler Wednesday. He rises. It's amazing. But I think Boss Guy said it. It would have been nice if he like woke up like a lap sooner. It would have been nice. It would have been nice personally. If I'm being actually honest, as Boss Guy said, the Wiggler doesn't really factor into the track too much because it's only really there for like one tiny bit. I wish it was around for more personally. Now, of course, one of my main criticisms in the DS version is that like it just felt like U-turn simulator, especially towards the end here. I was like, yes, give me U-turns. But I think the reason I didn't really like this track just being U-turn central at the end here is because in Mario Kart DS, you also had Luigi Circuit, which was U-turn central. So you had 2 tracks in the game that was just U-turn central. With the extra addition of the Wiggler, I think it's fair to no, it's not. It's actually not fair to say. This is why I always wait like a couple weeks before ranking these, because my honest reaction to that information would have been like a D tier, you know? It would have been. Because like, why Mario Circuit? There's so many more interesting DS tracks that they could have brought forward. But I think it's earned its spot in the C tier, personally. I'd put it over Bangkok Rush, but I'm going to leave it in C. I don't think it makes the jump to B, personally. I don't think it makes that jump. If it had a little bit extra going for it, maybe if that Wiggler was a bit more interesting, then fair. But I think it sits in C. I think that's fair. A tier, I'm an S tier, really? High C? High S tier, B, definitely. Okay. Am I being harsh? Maybe am I being harsh? So I know this track being stuck up DS makes more sense when you remember Royal Raceway. It does make more sense, but they don't add it enough. Like I said, I think if these fire-spitting piranhas were there for a bit longer, if the Wiggler was present a bit longer, maybe you could have made that jump to B tier, but I don't think it makes the jump. Say the line with me. Say the line. What is that melody? The record scratches. Yeah! My favorite part by the original. The trumpet's here. Mario decided to give us an essay as to why he really likes this track.
Mario Circuit is one of the greatest music tracks in the game. The classic DS record scratches and synth is present, as well as the 8 horns joining in the melody. During the main chorus, the melody transitions from the synth on the DS to the brassy horns, as if to represent the passing of the torch from Mario Kart DS to 8 Deluxe, all coming together to represent a truly classic Mario Kart retro track.
I really like that essay, Mahiru, and I'm so glad this track means a lot to you. Bakere. Oh, Mr. Materi. Oh, you must think this is your tier list. Young man, I have no nostalgia for DS. I do not care for your writing. I put it in B. But no, in all seriousness, I'm actually happy that you enjoy this track, honestly. What this feels like to me, right? It just feels like a live rendition of the DS version, which isn't bad, but that's kind of it. In a game that has so many quality tracks, so many quality remade tracks specifically, I think just being a very nice live rendition of a classic track isn't enough for me personally. If it's enough for you, fantastic, all the more power to you. But for me, while I think it's good, it's a good listen. It's not C, it's not D, it's not skull emoji. So far, anyway, it's the worst of the lot. But it's still a solid listen. Guys, we're not using this bottom selection, are we? It's fantastic. So Mario Circuit was good, but we need a stinker. I need something to make fun of, chat. I want something to make fun of. The next track I get, oh my god, no way! I want something to make fun of. I didn't want the best track from the GameCube. I was really hoping this wave would give me a track to make fun of. I was really hoping. But all of these tracks are really, really good.
No way! I can't believe this!
I can't believe this, Dr. Eggman, either, honestly. Waluigi Stadium. This is the one where I pogged that chat. You know the one where we go, ooh, I did the soy face. What would the former US President Barack Obama say about Waluigi Stadium? I'm sure he would say he loves it. And
I fucking love Waluigi Stadium. For real, no cap. It's an easy S tier.
It's supposed to be like a dirt race course, you know? It's poo. Yes, exactly. That's why. Thank you. You know what? Forget my explanation. It's poo. The rings of fire, the cheering crowd, your camera up there in lights. Just like in pinball, I think they get the aesthetic really nicely down for me. I love it. This bit kind of disappoints me though. This bit kind of disappoints me. So in the original piranha pipes thing, there's supposed to be like 3 of them. One is going this way, one is going that way, and then the other's going this way again. So you're kind of supposed to like weave in and out. But for some reason, they took these 2 and they made them diagonal. I'm like, what? Like it looks cool, but like why? They should have just had like the original section where it was like 1, 2, and then 3. So you kind of had to like weave. I don't know why they did this. I don't know why they did this. Weird choice. Kind of sucks. But I think they make up for it with the extra license, with the extra pathways they added here. If you drive out the ramp just up there, you can get to this additional bit and get an extra item early. I really like that. I like that so much. And they do it again. You see that? The anti-grav bit up top? This is so cool, isn't it? The anti-grav rail on the top there. Why is Birdo looking at me like that? Well, she's only blowing a kiss to you, Brad. She's only blowing a, you know? The piranha plants thing disappoint me, but I think the 2 instances with the alternate pass, I think win me back over. I think it really does. I think it sits. It's all good, man. It's all good, man. Call it better. Call Waluigi Stadium. Okay, that's what you need to call. It's fantastic. If the piranha plants were still there in the original spots, I would have put up here as well. But I think they disappoint me a little. I'm not gonna lie. They disappoint me just enough. Hang on. It's C at best. Unacceptable. What? You guys can cry. You guys can cry and mold all you want. It's an A-tier track. What about the music though? The music, melody. Just for comparison, let's get up the original real quick. Okay, I only found a 30-minute version. I hate these 30-minute versions. If I can go on a tangent about that, I hate the 30-minute versions because like YouTube sees that you've been like, because YouTube loves it when you watch long videos. So you start like, if you watch like 5 minutes of this, YouTube will start recommending other 30-minute remixes for games you don't even play. It's really not. That's why I don't like the 30-minute versions. They clog up your algorithm. In the beginning, you'll notice the immediate difference in the beginning. Really. So in the original. You know, there's those 2 melodies you can hear basically. There's a and then you hear the there's one that you can hear more prominently than the other, right? You can hear that, but then they switched it in this version. They switched which one is more prominent. Originally, I wasn't too fond of this, but I think it's kind of grown on me a little. I think they're both good. I don't like one particularly over the other, but it grew on me. It really did grow on me. I just love I just love the saxophone, the trumpet, the cool response. I really like it. I don't know what the drum guy's doing here, but I really like it. I have no idea. That you can hear sometimes in this one. I really like it. He's playing a syncopated rhythm, which is very pog. Thanks, musician. I think this is the part where this version shines, personally. So this, in the original version, I don't know when a loop point is. So here we go. But this part here. So you can hear the ding, ding, like there's like a chord that plays. But in this version, they did a bit more with it, you know? The trumpet sounds so much nicer. And then the whole band comes back in on this part. That final bit I really like that part over the original. I think the correct take is side grades. If you prefer the original, I'd understand. If you prefer this version, I understand. I like them both. I like them both. Where does it go? I already know where I'm going to put it, so I want to get your take first. C tier, A tier, S tier, A tier, A tier, S tier. Better than Rivers at low S. A. Okay, interesting. Personally, I think it sits in A. It's wunderbar. Wunderbar. I'm gonna put it top. I'm gonna put it top of the two. It's very, very wunderbar. I love it. I love it so much. All of you Riverside simps can go to heck, alright? It's spare. It sits in A for me. It sits in high A for me personally. The music, they've done such a good job on it. You've disappointed me for the last time. Go to heck, okay? I said it. I said go to heck. I'm not taking that back. Now we get to the epic finale, the final. Singapore Speedway. I remember Spongy, was it Spongy? Who's the resident tour enjoyer? Who said, nah, Musty, I know you hate tour tracks, but this is the one, Musty. I promise. Musty, this is the track, okay? This is the track. And I'm just like, I like you, Sponge. I'll take your word for it. Was his word worth its weight in gold? I love the fact that the music like kicks in proper once you enter this cannon. Well, of course, he got red shelled, so it started sooner. But generally, if you don't get hit and you're driving at normal speed, right as you go in the... See, even Boss Guy know it usually starts right as you go in the cannon. It's quite nice. I like it. It's got a big emphasis on speed. And you can't really go wrong with a speed level in a Mario Kart game. You know, think Big Blue, Mute City, you know? If speed is your gimmick, you're always going to be a good track. Is there a track that tries a speed gimmick and gets it wrong? That's the question we need to ask ourselves here. Does it start off a bit too slow? Because, like, we know the third lap is where, you know, the real meat and potatoes of this track are, right? But is the track interesting enough to hold your attention up until lap 3? That's the real question, because we're on lap 2 at the moment, right? Lap 3 is when it starts to really, where it puts the Speedway into Singapore Speedway, right? Which is, I think, is coming up here. Yeah, here it is. So you get those Rainbow Road conveyors. It's nice that they have conveyors, you know? It'll be nice when they put that in Toad Factory. And then, of course, you get the best part. The best part. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Here we go. I think this is the bit where, if anyone was skeptical so far, I think this was the bit which made you go, well, hang on. I love Singapore now. You whoosh up in the air, and then you fly so high in the sky. It's like Alpine Pass, but a bit more interesting, you know? It's quite nice. I really like that flight. I usually like jumping through all the rings, you know? It's quite nice. Of course, Chinatown does have its own unique remix. You wouldn't know it's just playing the track because it's obviously so chaotic, but Chinatown actually has its own version of the music when you're racing through. So what do you think, chat? What do you think? Great visuals, amazing track, design, good use of the tour track gimmick. It's an S. Ooh, so much detail compared to the rest of the tour tracks. True. I like how it actually feels like you're in a city. Whoa. The Chinese market doesn't know speed is key. Indeed. Excite Bike's just wrong, boss guy. You're just so wrong. We just butt heads all the time, don't we? You're just wrong all the time, except when you're right. Then I love you all the time. Singapore Speedway is S tier because the first letters of both words say so. I can't argue with that logic, personally. I can't argue with that logic, guys. It's over. That's it. I don't need to talk anymore. In all seriousness, though, does it belong in S? It's either here or here. That's what I'm thinking. So what I'm asking myself is, if I saw DK Summer and Singapore Speedway, would I prefer either or? Since they're right next to each other, would I prefer either or? And I'm just thinking, DK Summer is a bit more clear. I'm going to put it in top of A. I'm going to leave it on the top of A, I would say. Oh, we got a nice little, distribution going on here. 2, 2, 2, 2. Isn't that lovely? I'd put it on the top of A, personally. It is fantastic. That last lap, shining star. And I think the first 2 laps just do well enough to keep me occupied, especially the beat drop on the cannon, how it feels like a city, you know? But the real question is, how do we feel about the melody? Did they get the guy who made Splatoon music to like make this one? Because there's like some Splatoon sounds in the background. Did you hear it, guys? Did you hear it? It has indistinct vocals in it. It must be Splatoon. We love Splatoon. Oh, this guy, look. God damn. When it re-loops again, the drums really just, that's actually really good. I really like that. I think the one criticism I would have of this track is that it's a little bit on the short side. But I do think it gets away with that because there's a Chinatown like variant, you know? I think if there was ever a track that needed like a side version of it, I think this is definitely the one, because like I said, a bit on the short side, but the Chinatown version gives it a nice little bit of a mix-up, you know? I really like it. I like this a lot. So I think it's fair to say that this is not D tier, and it's not C tier neither. So we've gone this entire way without a single C tier music. But the real question is it B? I don't think it's B. I think it's better than Mario Kart and better than Amsterdam Drift. So we can rule out B. A though. Bangkok Rush, do I think it's better than Bangkok Rush? I would say so. Riverside Park, I would say it's better than Riverside Park. Waluigi Stadium, nostalgia be damned. Nostalgia be damned. I would say it's better than Waluigi Stadium, but does it make that jump to S tier? You know what, I'd say so. I would say so. You know what? I think the build-up, the cannon shot, I think the Chinatown variant, I would say so. I think it makes that jump to S tier. I would say so. I would say so. Just about though. Just about. So there's your list, guys. Oh my god, look at this. What a fantastic wave all around. Nothing in the D tier or lower, and nothing in the C tier or low for the music. How fantastic is this? You could tell this is the best wave so far because I couldn't wait till 5 and 6 came out to talk about all 3 of them at once. I just wanted to talk about it now. You know? I was that excited about this wave. Now here's where we get to the interesting bit. How about your tier lists? Are you guys based? Are we cringe? Are we based? Let's find out. Toad? Duck. You've got me. See, again, none of them in the D or C tier. Amsterdam in A, though, is a bit of an odd choice, I would say. Bit of an odd choice, but fair enough. I don't disagree too hard. So I did say just add 1 to 4 lines of explanation so I could read it. And Cherry decided to give me a thesis statement. Cherry? Or, again, no D or F tiers. Crazy. Of course, the guy with the Waluigi profile pic puts Waluigi Stadium in S tier. Are we shocked? Wave 4 moment, Waluigi Stadium. Waluigi Stadium, the best for him. I wouldn't disagree. A lot of you guys are hating on Waluigi Stadium. I can't wait to see some of you haters down there. No Mario Kart DS slander. Ordered. You say you take no slander, and yet you still haven't got it as the best track in the game? Make it make sense, Masiru. Make it make sense. No complaints. Singapore? Okay. Ordered. I'm totally right. Okay. Bangkok, Amsterdam, Mario, Riverside, Singapore. Okay, you know, you are right. Feels way too fucking awkward to play. No.
Riverside Park has the best music and I'm going to die by my word. Top of S tier. Will not allow slander.
That was my honest reaction to that information. Anyway, it feels way too fucking awkward to play on. No nostalgia bait can save this one. Skull emoji.
Oh my god! No way! Oh my god! Starts a conversation like that. I just
Okay. I can't believe you'd put Waluigi Stadium that low. I actually don't know. Stop. Mr. Moo. Boring. Riverside Park. Damn, Mr. Moo. Really? The music, the Patui Piranha Plants did it win you over? Okay, that's nice. Amsterdam, Bangkok. Oh, that's good. Mario Circuit, Singapore. Very nice. Yoshi, almost perfect. DK, almost perfect. Mr. Moo. Why the almost? Why the almost? I'm just curious. Music list for Wave 4. Findley, my man. Findley, what the hell? I thought, why are you flipping me off for? No F, no D, and no C. Fantastic. Music to my ears. Okay. Bangs so hard. Riverside, thanks Sinatra, deserve to hear this. Okay. Findley is on that Riverside, like, fucking Zaza. Sheesh. Sheesh. S tier? Better than DK Summit, Yoshi Island, Waluigi Stadium, Singapore. Better than all of these. Better than every single one of these, huh? Skywalker. Toad Circuit better than Amsterdam Drift. So you know my man came here to troll, guys. You know my man is here to troll up some trollings, you know? Yeah, hold up. Let him cook. Let's see. Nothing in F, nothing in D, nothing in C. B, I'll take it. Pick this over and I'll never get bored. Okay. Solid and based. The one clip of KSI, he goes, yes. I just want to know. Skywalker, my man, Luke, my man. Habibi, walalo, hermano, amigo. Where has your hatred for Amsterdam Drift come from? I need to know. I just want to know. I'm not even angry. I just want to know. What about in comparison to every wave? Let's have a look. Mr. Mooing Moo. My day is ruined. Gamers alert. Gamers, everyone report. Everyone report to the gamer lounge. Report, gamers. We have a Mr. Moo in the house who hates Ninja Hideaway. We have a Ninja Hideaway hater. Mr. Moo. I've called all the gamers into the gamer lounge. I pressed the gamer alarm. Why is it the bottom? Is it slander? How much slander is it versus non-slander?
I personally am fine with it on 150cc, 100cc. I just hate it absolutely on 200cc. I cannot play it. It is a nightmare.
We gotta go faster. We have to go fast, Mr. Moo. We have to go fast. Do you
gotta go fast? Yeah, that is great and all, but Ninja Hideaway is just not built for that.
My genuine argument would be, most of the time when I'm looking at these tier lists, I'm assuming you're playing on 150. Most of the tracks aren't designed for 200, right? I think we can both admit that. But you still punish the track anyway and put it in the lowest tier.
I could put it up by 1 or 2 if I was going to rank them all 150. I've been traumatized by the 200cc. Okay.
Is this your K's moment? You know how K's hates every car track because it's just a trauma. Yeah. Is this your trauma?
This is my trauma.
Okay,
yes.
Well, listen, we understand trauma. We at the So Mr. community, we understand all forms of trauma.
Very welcoming.
We're very welcoming when it comes to trauma. We don't want to gatekeep you, but get good scrub. GG. Another Ninja Hideaway disliker. Gamers, report to the gamer lounge. Gamers, another Ninja Hideaway disliker. I cannot believe what I'm seeing here today. Okay, Happy, I need to know, are you just slandering Ninja Hideaway to get into the stream, or do you genuinely have a hiccup with this track that you'd like the world to know?
Yeah, I stand by my opinion. It sucks. I hate it. It is just devil. I hate everything about it. It sucks. I don't know if I clarified this. It sucks. 90-degree turns, the obstacles, the fucking top section. You know that final turn where it's like, you know, you got the fan, like the paper fan can send you up, and then it goes into the turn. Yeah, it's so easy to fall off and lose like 20 places. It's just frustrating.
It is actually quite, I will give it to you, it is actually quite easy to fall off on that part. But so are you going to address the skill issue allegations?
You see, it's a casual game. I should be able to just play the game, not sweat my ass off, and have a fun time.
True! Based. It is in fact we have to remember it is a
I want to play my baby game to be a baby gamer, okay?
You know what?
I can go play fucking Ultra Kill if I want to play.
I think he got you there, chat. I think he got you there. We are arguing over a baby game. That is true. 3 skull emojis? 3 skull emojis though.
3 whole skull emojis.
3, not even. Can we take that down? Okay, hang on. Actually, hang on. Gamer alarm, gamers. We have a second gamer alert. I was only looking at Ninja Hideaway, and I did not see that you have. Excuse me. You have Waluigi Stadium with 2 skull emojis.
I've already explained this. It is awkward as fuck. Okay, so my main problem is the half pipes going up to the top railing things. Those platforms.
That's the best part.
No, because if you do anything wrong, if you go too soon, too late, you get hit by anything, you're going too fast, too slow, literally, if you're not perfect, you fail, lose 5 places.
You know what I'm gonna say, you know what, I was on your side before, Happy Gamer, but you know what, you've turned to me. I'm gonna say it. Skill issue. I can't believe, why don't you have that in protecting you at all times? Like, what do you mean? Do you not carry it? No, do you know? Let me explain. Hang on. Look, do you know if you hold like the item button, you can hold lightning behind you to protect you? Did you know that?
Oh yeah, did you know lightning?
How often are you getting struck by lightning? It's like once a game.
It's not. Also, did you know bombs, boomerangs? fucking boom boxes, blue shell.
Oh, but, you know, I'm gonna say it again. Don't make me say it again. Don't make me say it again. Can I move you up to 1 skull emoji, please?
Free.
No, free. I can't believe. Okay, that's it. He's gone, and he leaves, and he leaves. That's unreal. But guys, we love Wave 4, don't we? We love Wave 4. Wave 4 is very fun. You love Wave 4. I don't even have to point a gun at you. You love Wave 4. But wasn't that fun, guys? That was fun.